The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talks with Todd.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Talks with Todd, man. I'm your host, B. Todd. We got my homegirl, Telly, on the ones and twos. What's up, Telly?
Hey, y'all.
We got my man Miles in the building.
Oh, yeah.
And remote, we got my homie Mel. And also my other homeboy, who's also the producer of the show, my guy Jack in the building, remote. What's up, my guys? How y'all feeling, man?
Oh, we all right. I'm all right today.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What y'all been listening to lately, man?
I've
Yes.
been listening to. I went back to. I've been listening to Adele. Listen to 21, 25.
That's
I
what's
ain't really a
up.
30 fan. I listen to Adele. I've been listening to Nirvana. Really like Nirvana. Nirvana's Unplugged album on MTV. I listened to that recently, and I've been tapping in with old Jay. So I've been 444 in it, and American Gangster, and so just to
American Gangster,
prep.
one of my favorites, man.
Yeah, see, I got my Brooklyn hat on. Y'all know I usually got a Detroit hat on, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
representing Brooklyn today. I'm Team J. So whatever y'all know, y'all going against them. We fighting today.
All right, bet. That's even better. It'll be a great show then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, Miles,
Yeah.
that's his boy too. So that's what's
Most
up.
definitely. I've been searching for some new Jay online, and a lot of stuff is coming up, but no music coming up. He's doing a lot of
Press.
he's doing a lot of press. That means something is coming, of course.
hmm
So that's how I follow his pattern, his strategic pattern on how he do things.
Definitely. Jack, what about you, bro? What you been listening to, man?
Man, silence. I've been on my I've been on my Zen thing, man. I've been turning off all media, like, as far as you guys and what you guys got going on. That's it. Like, I've been turning the TV off, I've been turning the radio off. I just been getting inward with a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Yeah.
you sipping your tea? Is that tea? Where's your finger? You're supposed to stick up the finger.
I ain't that like in.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's espresso.
That's what's
But
up.
nah,
Okay.
seriously though, all bullshit aside, I've been listening to my favorite artist, Bebel Gilberto. That's a Brazilian artist. You know what I'm saying? I listen to her a lot. I've been listening to a lot of like underground, like real underground, like
Okay.
real deep underground. It's a cat out of Atlanta name. I don't know to say his name. Is it Ray or Ree? But he been hitting this, the algorithm, and he been having some dope shit. And I've been like, hey, this nigga nice. Like, this nigga nice. Like, for real. So that's it,
Okay.
really.
That's what's up. All right, well, we about to get into the topic, y'all. Should Jay-Z just shut the fuck up and rap? What y'all think, man? Because I mean, he been going on the press run lately, and I've seen so far an interview and a half, because what I recently watched was only 17 minutes. I know that wasn't the full interview,
No, it wasn't.
but I do know that he shared a few things that I disagreed with, and let's, what, Telly, can we go to the clip where he was talking? Because this was one thing I for sure didn't agree with at all. I thought it was nuts. But yeah, man, we gonna get into it, and I do want to look forward to hearing the album, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, just give us a couple minutes. While
Yeah, well, yeah, we gonna get to it in a minute though. But as far as you, Mel, you said earlier, You've been listening to 444 and American Gangster. American Gangster is hands down one of my favorite Hove albums. The only song I only don't like one song. We already talked about that. But
Hello, Brooklyn.
Hello
That could
Brooklyn's
stay off.
yeah, that could have stayed off. But other than that, Black Album, American Gangster, I go back to all the time. Favorite albums. Blueprint 2. I mean, no, I'm sorry, not Blueprint 2.
Can we finally say that American Gangster is a classic? Can we do
Yeah,
that?
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Can we
Yeah.
put that
Definitely.
up there with Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, and maybe Volume 2 if y'all into it? I like Volume 2. I love Volume 2. So I'm gonna put Volume 2 as a classic too, but definitely Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, American Gangster classics.
I didn't like Reasonable Doubt.
Nah, I like some songs, but I didn't like it like that.
I ain't like his first two albums.
Definitely didn't like the
Always
Volume
argue.
1.
Always argue that Reasonable Doubt is really a backpack album, and because he hit the conversation of the streets in such an intimate way.
Yeah.
Like very descriptive, very
Mhm.
intimate. Like, if you really had to compare that album to anything else, that's more of a rugged like Talib Kweli album or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like a gangster version of a Most Def album.
Gotcha.
I think that's the
Go ahead.
most Jay Z we got outside of 444. The most I think that's Jay Z. That's the picture of Jay Z like that we got like that's the closest we got to understanding who Jay Z is like in his mind emotionally, how he operates outside of 444, or even it's just like the contrast. Like, okay, young Jay Z, 26-year-old Jay Z versus 47-year-old Jay Z, 46-year-old Jay Z. So you got a 20-year gap between 444 and Reasonable Doubt, and I think those pictures are the most expressive of who Jay Z really is. So I think in between that we got like a lot of like Hove, we got a lot of well, maybe I should say Sean Carter. We got a lot of Jay Z, Hove, Jigga. I think 444 and Reasonable Doubt with Sean Carter. More of an introduction of who Sean Carter is, maybe back then and then now, or then 444.
My favorite is Blueprint 2.
Ooh, that's
Blueprint.
yeah.
And the reason I say Blueprint 2, not 2.1, I say just straight up Blueprint 2 as his artistic expression. Man, that budget was crazy up at like track 8. He was already at like 1.2 million in budget on just track 8. And he was spazzing. Like
Yeah.
as far as lyrically rapping, the technical side of him really rapping, I think he really came with it on Blueprint too. Just I said, jealousy, I said, got the whole industry mad at me. I
Me, I
said,
said.
Yeah.
just every song was consistently him just snapping.
Yeah.
That's-
Hey,
yeah.
had he dropped Blueprint 2, not the album, but the song, had he dropped that song right after Ether instead of Super Ugly, I think everybody back then would have had a different argument about who won.
Hey, quick question, Miles. This is if this is paid program, I can't hit my CBD on here, can I?
You can do what you want to.
Okay, all
I mean,
right.
there's a
Hey, man,
time.
I ain't want to fuck the bag up for nobody. You know how that go.
This Todd show right here.
Oh, still in general,
Yeah, I got you. We can't get cut off unless we get cut off.
Yeah, basically. So you good.
Sorry,
yeah.
sidebar.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, man, I think it would have been a different argument. It would have been a different argument. People would have been saying Jay-Z won, but everybody sided with Nas. But if you take Takeover versus Ether, I still say Takeover was a better
won.
song.
Definitely.
It was a better song, man. Like I could listen to that on repeat. You know what I'm saying?
J. Hover.
Yeah, like it was the beat, like the way he was, and the way he broke down Nas' career at that time, it was
Hey,
perfect, man.
I'm a little partial to Takeover because it's like, damn, dog, he did my guy like that. Prodigy, my guy. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
He said, "All you stolen jewels."
Yeah.
Twinkle toes, you breaking my heart.
Yeah, he was going. But Blueprint 2, I always said that if he like lyrically, yeah, it was better, but musically, I think he should have cut off a few songs because one of them songs, it was a few songs where he wasn't talking about nothing. But the songs that he was talking about something on, had he not made it a double disc, phenomenal. I definitely would have put that in there as like one of the greats.
I think it was fine as a double disc, even with the extra songs, because at the end of the day, look, bro. We're saying a song with Heavy D on the beat and Lenny Kravitz is a filler cut.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Are we playing?
Yeah.
Are we serious?
Yeah.
Dog said he said some very food for thought on there. Even a garbage can gets a steak.
2 times a day.
Bro, like,
yeah.
he's on there.
Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, the broken clock is right at least 2 times a day.
Yeah, we gonna get to the video real quick. That a little snippet of where he was talking in the latest interview. We'll be right back, y'all.
All right, that was quick.
And none of that's changed. Things I believe to be true, maybe young, I don't believe so much. A lot of street codes and things like that may have messed with our emotional intelligence. Money over hoes. That's a terrible concept. It sound good.
So that was one of the things that I talked to a few people about it, and we're all in agreement. You cannot, and I can't. I'm standing on this. You cannot have hoes without money, unless you just working with some low class nothing women. Like you gotta have money. You gotta take care of who you messing with. I'm sorry. If you sitting up here chasing women without chasing money, you backwards. You're going backwards, and you're never gonna have nothing.
I think the concept. I don't think the concept was him about chasing. He was just saying that concept. Period about thinking about women over money. That's the problem with our society. I think we need to be focusing on having a wife. That's why. What
do you look like trying to get a wife without money?
Well, money ain't the answer. First of all, as a leader, it depends on where you're leading them to. And the problem, that's the whole thing. Everything in Black America is always transactional. You gotta have money. You have this. You gotta have fat ass. You got this, and that can't be possibly true, because even the people who had great marriages in the day, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and
I get it. They all went through it. I understand they all go through it, but what I'm saying is it need to be some type of foundation. 2 people working at Burger King ain't got no business thinking about getting married.
Well, I don't think focus should be money.
I'm not saying it should be solely focused on money.
Foundation shouldn't be money neither. Okay,
foundation you got to build on something though, bro.
But you can't build on money.
Why not?
Because money is unpredictable.
Yeah, I get that they come and go. I get that they come and go, but
not come and go. It's not guaranteed.
Okay, that's true.
No matter how hard you work, you can work and lose it the same day or the next day. The thing about money, people have to understand, money is not a balance. Money is a tool, and all the time you're not always going to have the right tools in order to get what you need to do. And I think that's the main problem in mainstream in America. They focusing on money, and money is a fallacy. It's damn near false.
So do you believe in having women over money?
I think
no. I think that's what I'm saying. I think when he was talking about that, I'm thinking the whole concept is messed up.
Okay, so he worded it wrong. Is what you're saying?
I think the people receiving it wrong, and we only seen the clip of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when you start looking at it, Black America is focused on off of finance and not marriage. Focused off of finance and not being home with your children. Being focused on finance and not even having a true relationship with your children.
But you gotta if
you don't need money to do that.
No. You're right. You don't need money to do that, but you do need money to take care of your family.
Well, again, but it all depends on where you're trying to take care of. Some people raise their children different to believe that, first of all, don't raise your children on McDonald's. That means
Yeah.
$22 ain't need to be spent every day at the school.
Definitely not
I
cooked.
mean, it's just a lot of things that in that conversation that and on that moment that he spoke on has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do about the mentality of a father raising or being in a family. Because when a person is in the family, so well, you need money to raise your children. Yes, to get them what they want. No,
No.
no. That's what I'm saying. So these are the things that I think people, again, when we see sound clips of people speaking, Todd, if they seen you speak or heard me speak, when I say, man, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
We don't mean fuck them kids like, off with their heads.
Yeah, right.
We mean that we not gonna let them run us.
Exactly.
Right. We're not gonna let them run us. And in that moment, you got me and Shani had a conversation when she was talking about children having a voice. Children is okay to have a voice when it comes down to asking why. You're not gonna determine and dictate when I'm gonna have food in my house.
Right.
Now,
Or what kind?
Right, what kind. Now, if you don't eat it, you're allergic to it. No, I get it.
That's different.
But just because Johnny said he don't like it, you don't like it. No,
Damn no.
Yeah, you get the ass whooping. So I'm just saying. So when Jay-Z made that comment, I really don't think he mean the finances, and you really don't need money to get no host.
I mean, I know that. I know that. Mel, what was you about to say, bro?
I I think if you listen to Jay Z and you listen to the progression of Jay Z and coming from Jay, like as we know him, Big Pimpin' Jay, to maybe Family Feud Jay, where he's understanding like, okay, I got a wife, I've committed myself to this woman, to this family structure. I can't be out here chasing women. And I can't the money over the money over hoes concept. If you listen to Sean Carter Collection, which is a good mixtape, if nobody ever heard it, he got a song on there called "Sister versus Bitches,"
Yeah.
and he's
Oh
saying like,
yeah.
listen, like bro, like there's sisters out here that I fuck with, that I lift up, that we need to put on a pedestal, that we need to
He broke down the difference
support.
between women and
Yeah,
bitches. Yeah, I remember
that
that
we
song.
need to
That's Blueprint
support.
too.
That's on Blueprint too. I know. Yep.
Okay, but it's also on the S dot collection.
Yep.
So those things, like I think what he's saying is like, bro, listen, we can't like the concept of just like money over hoes. That's got to be like what we chasing, what we out here doing, and we out here how we moving. Some people are 38, 40 still saying it's money over hoes, and it's like, bro,
Yeah, yeah, it's
you
horrible.
shouldn't be chasing no hoes at 40 anyway. That's some 20
Exactly.
year old shit.
You
You
should you
try
should
find
have
a
a
wife.
wife.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Find a wife. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing. I don't want to get biblical, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Go biblical.
I think, yeah, I think that's what he's saying. He's saying like,
Why not?
bro,
We talking about Hove.
yeah,
So yeah.
at a certain age or at a certain point in our lives, we shouldn't be chasing hoes anyway. So
Right.
it shouldn't be money over hoes. It
Right.
should be money as a Miles said, as a tool to put our family in a position to do better and greater things.
Most definitely. Jack, what you think, man?
Okay, I like how Mel brought something up. Core memory, core Jay Z memory for me. I was in New York the day the S. Dot Carters came out, and I was in New York the day the S. Dot collection situation came out. Now, all these years, I had to think about it because that's when I was introduced to Pump It Up. I never heard, look. So I'm
That's
listening to
crazy.
Jay Z. I'm Mike Jordan of the Mike Record, them Hovey baby, you Kobe maybe, Tracy McGrady. Matter of fact, you a hero minor, J.R. Ryder,
Yeah.
washed up on marijuana. Even worse, you a Purvis Ellis, you worthless fella, you ain't no athlete, you Sean Bradley. I'm sitting there like, he on the scenario beat going ham on somebody, like,
Yeah.
damn.
Right.
And
Sorry,
then
Joe.
about a month or two later, I'm back in Detroit and I see Pump It Up. And I'm like, ooh, he took this nigga beat before the song came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. And all this time, I'm like, I understand why Joe wasn't mad. But anyway, I get it, bro. I completely empathize. I get it, dog. I'd be mad too. But back to the Sean Carter. Look, Mr. Carter, in my opinion, the master of the double entendre. I believe this man was having a food chain conversation with us normies and us normal brokies and letting us know on some big boy level without telling us in a harsh way, hey, you regular niggas is cooked.
Yep.
I think he was having a big boy conversation that was over a lot of people's heads, and it's great marketing because great marketing is make people feel insecure so they're better consumers. So I think this is what he's been doing a long time is picking at people's insecurities to make them better consumers, and this is just another layer to it of, hey man, I'm so far out of touch with y'all conversation that I don't even think about hoes. I don't think about money.
Yeah.
I don't think about hoes. And you broke ass niggas need to catch up. And I think that's what it was in a nice way.
I totally
But
feel that.
yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, I never understood in Detroit where we caught all the. I don't relate to Eminem because I love my mama. I relate to Jay-Z. I'm like, bro, do you understand this man is talking about clothing items you can't pronounce?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Right.
you don't even know where to buy this stuff. You can buy it in Detroit, but you don't know where.
Yeah.
Well,
He talking about art that people don't even know about. So yeah, you're right. So how can you relate to Jay-Z?
Well, that was the evolution of him, because in the beginning he wasn't talking to art.
Right.
So what I'm just saying, like, go ahead. What you want to say, Jack?
The mental Rolodex, that
Yeah.
wasn't on the common man's level. We talking about reasonable doubt.
I mean, it all depends on what. Again, I became a fan of Jay-Z on when the album Hard Knock Life, right?
Fine too.
Because he was talking about business. That's what made me write my book, the Book of Carter, the Business Bible. I wrote that to let people know, like, he been dropping business jewels and gems since that album,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, good brother, you wrote a book?
Yeah, it's called the Book of Carter.
Oh man, hey B, make sure I can figure out how to get that, bro. I
Bet.
wanna check that out. Yeah, you know.
Most of it. I can send it to you. I'll send it to you, Cam.
Bet.
So,
Okay.
yeah, but when I wrote the book on the verses. The first chapter is based off of focus. And again, right in our face, he say Super Bowl goals. Wifey in the crib, feeding the kids liquid gold. We in a whole different mode.
Yep.
He was letting people know that right now we're focused. We got it. We in our shit and we're focused. Well, I know what my wife is meant to be. I know what liquid gold is. And the fact that he said Super Bowl goals, he was already trying to get into the Super Bowl situation, football NFL situation, when he did 444,
Right.
which should have hit forth when he was doing the music directing for E-Games.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With the basketball game.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he became the music director inside of the NBA. Until Jay-Z started funding the music through the NBA. It wasn't no rap music in the beginning.
Right. What's up, caller? You on the air?
Hey, what up, though?
What's up, G?
Though? Oh, chilling, man. Hey, I just wanted to touch on this topic right quick. I think all y'all had good point of views too. Like y'all had different perspectives on it, but all of them made sense to me.
Okay.
That's
You
what's
know.
up, G.
But I don't ever think Jay-Z should just shut the F up and rap. He got too much wisdom.
There
But
you
even
go.
if he did, we would still get the wisdom because he put it in the in the songs. I remember it was an interview, and they was talking about the Jay-Z versus like would you it was like $100,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said, take the 100,000 or the million or whatever. He say and go pay $20 for the CD. It's all in there.
Yeah.
You don't need
Yep.
to talk to me.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like why you know? And then he also said, don't follow me, young, and follow my moves. I'm not a role model. My
Right.
bad influences got the world drinking gold bottles. That was before he just said what he said, way before, right?
Yeah.
So we always see a reflection in Jay-Z, but
Yeah.
that's one thing I really don't agree with, in a sense, because my thing is this: if you, it is money over hoes. It ain't money over your lady.
Hold on,
who you
G.
with.
Hold on, G. We got another caller calling in. We gonna click y'all in together. Hold on. Yo, what's up, caller? You on the air? Yo. Okay. Go ahead, G. Caller, you on the air? Nada?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Hey,
G,
honestly, oh, is he gone? G gone?
we trying to figure it out. Go ahead. What you was about to say?
I honestly, shit, all these niggas need to shut the fuck up and rap, shut the fuck up and act, shut the fuck up and shoot the ball, shut the fuck up and throw the fucking touchdown. Because quite honestly, we don't need all this muddying in the playing field. I think the opinions need to be left to guys like you who doing podcasting. And I think a lot of these guys I think they messing up their legacy and their brands talking too much a lot of times. Not him per se,
No,
but
But just
Jay-Z.
other rappers.
just
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general. I think niggas need to shut the fuck up and do what they paid to do.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of guys crying about their contracts, if you shut the fuck up and rap,
Hold
your
on, caller.
albums would have been done.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's the
Can you
deal?
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Okay, yeah. I was just sitting here thinking, man, I think that to some extent, all these entertainers and all these people that are not in the same societal levels or the same political theater or anything like that, they should just shut the fuck up and entertain. They are muddying the waters between us people who are in the trenches, who are on the ground, who are doing these jobs, thinking about teaching, security, police work, firework, all this other stuff. They have transcended that because they decided to become an entertainer. They decided to stand in front of a camera and play these things that people are normally doing in the everyday life. They need to take a step back, shut the fuck up, and do what they continuing to do. That means athletes, that means actors, that means dancers, singers, all of that, because yeah, you a part of this country, true enough, but at the same time, you got to understand that you are only playing at what people are really doing. You're only acting out what somebody else has written down for you to say because that's what they think that person would do or say in that situation. You're not in that same area to be able to say anything. I think that you do at some point need to shut the fuck up and do what you getting paid for, which is to entertain us. You're not here to throw your political beliefs in there and hope that because a subsection or a cross section of people agree with you that that's going to be the next political movement or that's going to make any direction towards any political movement. I think
Hey,
that you
caller.
need to, huh?
Hey, caller. Like, hey, just like the politicians need to shut the fuck up and go steal. Hey, don't you got a jar
Yeah,
of syrup to get your hand caught in, Bernie? Shut the fuck up. Talk about
for
Chicago.
sure.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
said,
mean,
yeah.
there's certain things that they have to take into to acceptance and commit to that. Like, they committed to being an actor, they committed to being a rapper, they committed to being a singer. So accept that you are not gonna have the same voice you would have if you was out here in the streets every day. You're not gonna have the same pull that you had, and then thinking that you're gonna take your pull and drive a person into a direction because they look up to you for your talent is deviating from what you want them to do, period. You should want them to be more talented than you. So when it comes down to it, they the next generation of actors, singers, entertainers, whatever have you, athletes even.
There you
You're
go.
supposed to push them towards being better than you, not just pushing them according to how you think and feel in the moment. Oh, the country's messed up. I guess I better say something now, but I've collected $50 million from Marvel movies. Like it's ass backwards. Like you are drawing people in for one purpose. You almost pulling a bait and switch because you drawing people in for one purpose to come see you act. And then when you speak outside of those lines, they confused because they don't know what you to accept, even if they are coming from a good place. It's not because it's not helping the people overall. It's deviating them and dividing them even more so.
That's real. Hey, listen, that's
I
real,
don't know.
bro.
I can't say that I agree because we're all layered human beings, right? Is Jay Z just a
I
rapper,
can agree with the
or is
fact that
he
we layered
not?
human beings. Don't get me wrong, but I still say that
even being layered, you have to understand that where you at in the layer may not be the same place that the other person is at in the same layer. It's levels to this shit, man. So you can't sit there and say, "Oh, just because I agree with this celebrity on this, then maybe I should follow everything they do in hopes of me making myself get in the possibility of getting in where they fit in already." You know what I'm saying?
It comes back to the food chain conversation.
I'm about to say you don't look at it as don't look at the person as a celebrity. Just look at a person.
No, that's a problem. No,
Hold on, G.
They are still a celebrity whether they claim the title of celebrity or not, because they are used out in the political, not in just the political theater, the personal theater. You can't sit here and say Donald Trump ain't a celebrity right now. Everybody got that man's name on his lips, whether it's for good, mostly bad, ugly, otherwise. So you can't say that a politician and a celebrity is not the same thing.
I would say this.
At this point, he's the biggest celebrity we've ever seen on television because of what media coverage they've given.
Right, Miles, what you about to say?
I was about to say it all depends on what type of person you are, on how you receive that person, because a lot of times it's because the person is your words is a celebrity. I look at them as a regular person only because I've been around those type of people before.
Right.
So you should look at it with a grain of salt, my man, because in all seriousness, you don't know where they really coming from because they paid to lie.
Right. Hold that thought, G. We about to have another caller come in. You could call back in. Yo,
that wasn't G.
No. His name is too. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, my bad, man. I think my call disconnected while I was waiting on y'all to hook me back up.
No, you good. But yeah. So go ahead. Finish up what you was about to say?
I kind of lost the first one, but I want to reply. I want to reply to what my man said. It's like,
okay,
bro. Like sometimes we need them people for their voice. Like we could say shut the fuck up and all that, but I mean, did Muhammad Ali shut up?
No.
Did Harry Belafonte shut up?
Kept talking,
and they were able to move the meter a little bit, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So to say that, it's like saying, oh, you can't have an opinion or an outlook on something because this is your profession. Yeah. I mean, hell, people that ain't, we have our opinions all day and we slang them around and what we feel is right and how shit ain't working. My thing is it's okay. We don't want dumb jocks or dumb rappers. You know what I'm saying? And to tell them not to use their voice is to say, shut up and dribble. You doing the same shit the white lady said to LeBron James. Shut up and dribble. He can't be intelligent because he's a basketball player.
That's why it's formed as a question. Should he shut the fuck up and just rap?
No. I'm saying definitely. No, that's what I said. I was just replying with that to what the last caller said. I didn't fully agree with it. I don't disagree with everything that he said, but I don't I don't agree with everything. So I just want to say sometimes.
I gotta devilishly advocate with what you're saying here, because see, this is the thing. Time moves on, and Muhammad Ali and Harry Belafonte, that was at a different time. Like right now, the activism.
Are we not still fighting for the same things?
Yeah, this 2026, we still got racism is prevalent.
We still fighting for equality.
Wait a minute. We don't have housing.
Hold on, y'all.
1 second, bro.
Go ahead.
We don't have housing title work that say you can't buy a property if you're Black, Jewish, Oriental, Mexican, or Native American. We don't have that anymore. That's what they were fighting for in the Civil Rights Act. It's in the paperwork.
We still have redlining.
Housing discrimination.
Hey, no. What I'm saying is we got social redlining, but we don't have the same redlining where it's the law where they're telling them y'all dark.
Oh, I got you.
Well, can I say one thing?
Go ahead, Mel. And callers, we appreciate y'all calling, man. Keep watching. We about to go ahead.
For sure.
Yep.
Okay, we have a CBA, right? and this is the NBA I'm talking about. And then you have a players association, and you had a players association president, right? Usually that's a player, right? So if somebody who's playing basketball can't go in and be like, listen, this is what we as the players, and it was Chris Paul. I don't know who it is right now, but I remember Chris Paul was the player association president. So he playing the game, so he knows what the players need. So in order for me to be able to go in and say, listen, this is what we need as a unit, as players, as a collective, I got to be really on the inside. And I think what Jay is talking about, because I don't think Jay steps outside of music with a lot of his topics. Now, he might talk about politics and things, but he does that in a short space. But he doesn't go outside of either Brandon, which he's been great at. We've seen him do Brandon deals with Samsung, all these different Live Nation, all these deals that he's made. So he's showed you that he's a prolific businessman while also being a great rapper. So if I can't go in and say, okay, this is what we need to do as an elder statesman in music, this is what we need to really uh, like turn towards. This is the pivot that we need to make as artists in order to be able to claim our own music, in order to be able to do all these great things as artists, business wise. Like, but who else is gonna speak up? Like, I don't. Like, we have Eric B for president. Was he
Yeah,
like wasn't there always a spokesman who
it
came out and
was.
said this is what we as hip hop need to be doing? I'm not gonna knock Jay for doing that. Jay, as an elder statesman, this is how we. Jay is probably the first person we really seen grow old in hip hop. Jay dropped his last album at 47,
Yeah, he probably
and
don't.
we're still talking about him dropping today, and he's dropped his last verse. I think Hov did was what 2 years ago. So we're seeing somebody get older in hip hop, and me as a 40-year old, I want to limit the consumption of money, cash holes. I want to limit that because
I
that's not really
definitely
where
want
my
to limit
mind is
that.
right
That's
now.
real.
I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about my family, my wife, my kids, how to get out of like this system that's kind of trapped us in like this perpetual state of poverty or like crab in a bucket mentality. Like if we have somebody who's gonna show us a different route, speak on it. Please
I,
speak on it. And then
I,
it's on me to be able to interpret it and be like, okay, this is something I can use and take for myself, or I can set it aside and say that's not for me.
Do y'all believe? Do
I
y'all
want
believe? Do y'all believe that the message should stay in the music, or do y'all believe that speaking
No.
out on different panels is just fine?
I think
Are you going to
speaking.
go back to 444? Are you
Yeah,
listening to 444 every day?
No,
yeah.
Because
I'm not
that's one
listening to
of
it every
like
day.
his most insightful albums.
That was his
But
most personal album.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
never
but
got that personal before.
it's really insightful too when you think about how he's talking about the business, the game, how he came up in the game, and how he
Because
became this
it was
billion
personal.
dollar entity.
It
Yeah,
was
so it's
personal.
like, and me personally, I'm not going back to 444. I'll go back to American Gangster Blueprint Black album before I go back to 444.
I'm
So
not going.
if the game is in 444 and I'm not really listening to 444, I'd much rather him go ahead, give me a 30-minute interview, put the game in there, and I could listen to it, and I could
This,
take what I want from it.
the sad part is it's been in most in every album he did since the Black album.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I'll be very honest with you. He been dropping it damn near in every song you name. He left you a jewel
he
with.
got some game in there
I,
somewhere.
I think people, as people get older, we are stick we are we gotta we are afraid of being old, right?
Yeah. Hold on, real quick, caller. Go ahead,
And
Miles.
and I just think that when you hear old or older, it means foolish, right?
Yeah.
And really, to be old means to become wise. So as Jay Z becoming wiser, he's letting people know, listen, trust me, you can do it. His album was called Blueprint 2, Blueprint 2.
Three, yeah.
2.2.
Giving you a blueprint.
Exactly.
He's letting you know every step of the way. This if you follow or listen to what I'm saying, I still got the same out of 14 friends, I got 13 of them. And we're all making money. We're all multimillionaires, and we all have a family, and we all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even the one that went to jail came back out. He was getting a deal when he was in jail,
Right.
and it wasn't because he was Jay-Z. It was because they was themselves, and they had a consortium of brain power. And that's the problem with most black people. Black people, if they don't believe they can get together, because that means y'all gotta think alike,
or help each other think on a different level. What's up, caller? You on the air?
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing?
To answer the question, I just want to say no. I don't think he should just shut the fuck up and rap. But he already answered the question when he was doing the interview with Gayle King.
Mm-hmm.
Gayle said there's a thing on the internet, would you take $500,000? I'm sorry, were you saying something?
No. We're listening. Go ahead.
No, okay. He said, would you take the $500,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z? He said, I will take the money. He said, if you want to hear anything from me, I've already said it. Go back and listen to the blueprint. Go back and listen to the album.
Right.
He said, take the money. And at the same time, he's more than just a rapper now. Okay, how many years? It's been 30-something years in the game. We have seen him grow from hustler to mogul, family man, businessman, fashion god. You know what I'm saying? He's in multiple businesses. If you can only appreciate that man for his 20-something odd years old rap and albums, then you're limited as a person. You're damn self. We all grow.
Yeah.
We're not the same.
You can't chase another person's dream and expect to be
your
happy.
life for that purpose at that time. It's kind of like the soundtrack of your life is for some of us, but that's not your life now. That was your life then. So
I understand that. I understand that perspective.
I'm saying that it's more to him than just his rap, and if people can't accept or learn from an individual for more than what you know them for or what you like them for originally, then you're limited. Same thing with T.I. T.I. said, I'm all of it. I'm a gangster. I'm a trap artist.
I'm an
a
activist.
family man. I'm a husband.
Yep.
I'm a mogul. He said, I'm all of it. So,
Yep.
I mean, if you can't appreciate that out of an individual, then you're limited. So, no, it's more to an artist than just their art if you're willing to learn that person. But if that's all you want from them, just say that. Ignore the rest.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. Hey, Telly, let's go to the next video real quick, because this is where some people be having their gripes with, Jay-Z speaking out or whatnot.
It truly saddens me that I have to make this statement as a lifelong Hovenger. My entire life, I've been a literal Jay-Z stan. But I think I'm cool off Hove, bro. I've been watching everything that he's been doing content-wise, obviously, like I always do because it's Jay-Z. And it's so evident and transparent that he's pandering to the graybeards. He's pandering to those that think a certain way because he knows that his demographic has aged out of certain things. He doesn't necessarily believe the things that he's saying, but he knows that he has to pander to those people. What do you mean a person can't make the music that is truly identifying to them, whether it may be young, old, or indifferent? That's literal talking points from the graybeards. I can't believe it. I'm good.
So what do y'all say about that?
I can't take him serious. I think he live in a culture that automatically look down on the old. No, I'm looking at it. I mean, because he sound retarded. And the only reason I say that is because he don't know what it means to be black.
That's true.
That's number one. Number two, he probably don't know what it means to really come from where Jay-Z come from. Not saying that us on this call knows, but we have a good idea. You know, when Jay-Z say everyone has confirmed that he was born and raised in Herman, and I'm gonna say Herman Gardens, that he was born and raised in Marcy projects, and everybody confirmed that he souped out his projects, you know, the way he wanted to live. It also been confirmed that he know how to do things that most people couldn't do at a particular time.
Right.
So it's just showing that this is a man who knows how to maneuver when it's time to maneuver. And I think that's the problem with most black people who get money. They don't never know how to pivot. To pivot, to have a change quickly. Jay-Z showed us he the only person black. Showed you I'm gonna create a color called blue.
Right.
Jay-Z
blue, yep.
And somebody is gonna buy it.
And it happened.
And it happened. He have shown many ways, like, yeah, I could bring back Versace shades if I wanted to. He has shown and told it, like, if I can make famous what I want to make famous, you can too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of hood people done it.
It's a lot of people out there that I know a guy right now. He said, "I'm not letting no rapper or no type of celebrity at all tell me what I can drink. I like Absolute. I've been drinking Absolute for 20 years.
And
I'm going to keep drinking Absolute. I don't care about Jay-Z drinking something different. That's not going to motivate me to keep going to drink something different. So I understand that. Yes, you can make whatever hot you want to make hot. I know because I've done it before. And when it got hot, I strayed away from it because I thought it was cool to be low key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you was coming from with that.
Yeah.
Mel, what about you? What did you think about my man's his little snippet or whatever?
There's a disconnect. He's definitely disconnected from You gotta understand, like, bro. You talk about gray beards. Jay-Z is 57 years old. Because he ain't got no gray in his beard. Don't mean that he don't think that way. Like, you have to understand, like, people grow. And like Miles was saying, we dictate the culture. So if I want to wear True Religion and they say True Religion is out, I'm wearing True Religion. I like it. I like the brand. I like I like the way it fits me. I'm gonna wear it. I dictate the culture. That's the thing, bro. We're so quick to sell the culture. We give it away we give it away and then we let other people sell it back to us. Like, bro, no.
For triple the price.
What's hot. Yeah, we dictate what's hot. If you want to wear if you want to wear Vans or Skechers or wear what you want to wear, maybe you dictate what's the culture, and everybody comes to us. And that's what Jay-Z is saying. Jay-Z said, "Listen, I could have bought a house in Dumbo for $2 million. And, now it's worth $25 million.
No,
you know what I'm thinking? Dumbo. Bro, he's telling you, like, bro, we don't have to stay in this mindset where it's just like we're scratching and clawing. We got to be able to take risks. I'm showing you a different way of how to utilize your money instead of putting money to your ear and using it as a money phone. Take that money and invest in property and houses and things of this nature. Like, bro, he's saying if I would have did all this stuff when I was younger, we would have been further along as a group. Like, everybody's made out, thank God, because Jay-Z is who he is and he worked the way he worked to get to where he is. So now his fans and his associates benefit from that. But he said, bro, we've been spending money in the club for years.
Absolutely.
Buying out the bar, and all that money that we spent buying out the bar could have been going into investment properties. It could have been going into stocks and bonds and things of these nature. And I think people don't understand that Jay-Z's a capitalist, and he's saying, I'm a capitalist, bro. I'm working within a system, but I'm also trying to bring people up within this system that want to work through the system. If you don't want to, you don't want to abide by that system or work through that system, you don't have to. But this is the system that's been set up in America, and this is where we are. And I'm trying to show you, as Black folks, and I think people miss that. Like, I'm trying to show my people who have been disenfranchised, who have been marginalized, who have been perpetually in a state of poverty, how to get out of it. This is, like Miles said, these are the blueprints.
Right.
I'm giving them to you. Utilize them, take them, and utilize it, bro. Listen, I'm not going to knock a man for growth. I'm not going to call you a gray beard because you're getting older and you're growing and you have a different mindset on how to work within this system. You don't want to work within this system, build your own I think black people can do that also, but we won't. But we bash people who try to give us a
For
way
grow.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try to bash people for growing, and it's like, bro, stop. You
So
don't
Jack,
want it, don't take it.
so Jack, what did you think about my man's video that we just played not too long ago?
It just reminded me of the very bleak outlook I have on all of this overall. I mean, I'm a realist, and anything that's in major media is marketed. It's all about marketability and making some money in some form or way of fashion. So I really don't take. I take all of it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I have to reference Booker T. Washington, Up from Slavery. He documents when slavery was over, a lot of people ran back to the plantation looking for a job. And what's going on right now in overall entertainment is the entertainment industry has lost a lot of its luster. People not making the margins that they used to make. Streaming on all fronts has been cutting just a big chunk out of the dividends. And I think a lot of people are still, as us as consumers of it, we're still looking at it as if it's this big thing and it's not the big thing that it used to be. And things are just pretty much falling apart. And we're not noticing it for it's funny. Things fall apart. That's the book
Hmm. The
right now.
roots.
That's the book I'm reading right now. Things fall
Hmm.
apart. There's been a lot of synchronicity today. It's funny. We talk about Hove, and it's a lot of
Yeah,
synchronicity. But
definitely.
but as far as that goes, it's a bleak outlook on what's really going on. That's why I said I think you was having a big boy conversation to let us know that, hey man, you regular guys are cooked. If you just want to go to work, go get a beer, go home and turn the TV on, hey man, you cook, bro. That's all you about to be doing
Right.
because I think all of this is over with. Or and we out of ideas and we trying to really tap and see what's really going on out here, and we don't know how to break nobody, we don't know how to blow nobody up no more. And I think really that's just is what it is. I think honestly, money over hoes and let's put the hoes over money. I mean, I think it sounds good idealistically if you're wealthy, but for us
Thank
common
you.
folk, I mean, all of us, I think all of us on this panel here are in relationships. I think hoes over the money sound good until your girl want 2K for nosebleed to go see his wife perform.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. You see what I'm saying? And that was my point of taking that clip specifically. We're gonna get to some comments before we get out of here, but this has been a great show. We might have to do a part 2 of this for real, for real.
Yeah.
But we could just leave Jay-Z out of it. We need to start listing other rappers that probably need to shut up and rap. But
Hey,
yeah,
let me double down on something. I keep saying, and also these politicians need to shut the fuck up and just go steal somewhere. Don't y'all got a cookie jar or a maple syrup
yeah.
jar to get your hands stuck in? Stop telling us how to vote. Stop telling us how to live. Stop all that. All that. Y'all not helping us.
Yeah, exactly. Tegan, I'm gonna get to Tegan. Tegan said, the Bible also says age doesn't mean wiser or weary. He said, of old fools, not every old nigga wise. Hence the topic, the lack of substance in rap. That's true, because it's a lot of rappers out here that's really not talking about nothing. I could turn on the radio right now. You know what I'm gonna hear? I'm not going to hear the people that I want to hear. I'm going to hear the people that are popular for talking about the same shit over and over again. Shit, slapping ass, getting money, stunting on other niggas, killing my ops. That's all you going to hear, bro. That's on the radio. That's just on the radio. You're not going to hear the people that's actually talking about, hey man, I'm trying to uplift my community. Hey man, I'm trying to make sure that this young guy don't join the gang. You don't hear that on the radio. They're
But bro,
pushing huh?
you got to think about what age group is that. If you go and listen to a Nas album, you're not gonna hear that. If you go listen to the
Nah.
new Two Chains album, you're not gonna hear that. If you go
Hey, you
listen
brought
to
up a great point, Mel. Nas shut the fuck up and rap, and his career went in a whole upward trajectory that it never was when he was on top with the majors.
but you know what Nas also did? He clicked up with Hov. He
Yeah.
clicked up with Hov, and he
I,
learned to
I,
have business acumen and learn how to. I'm gonna take this platform that I have, and I'm gonna pivot. And I think that's what we failing like to understand. It's like, bro, that like if I work at a factory or I work at a nursing home, how can I take this and 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 uh and pivot into something where I'm making more money or I'm doing better for my
Well,
family? How can I take this and utilize it as a stepping
well,
stone to get where I want to be?
well, Nas shut the fuck up, rapped, and he got his casino deal. He got, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Dog went
he
jumping in the and Big Homie went jumping into talking all the politics. The Cali boys didn't play fair with him in the cannabis business,
mhm.
and then he didn't get his casino deal. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's a balance to it all. And I'm not talking bad on that because it's just I don't think it was really fair for him to go jump out there with the Cali people because I'm on the ground out here. They really don't like him out here,
yeah, I
and
believe it.
I think that was a setup from the go. But that's neither here or there. But I'm B.
Yeah, I feel you on that, but yeah, I was about to get back to some more comments. Grace said, "That's just it. You can't chase another man's dream. You got to find your own happiness." And he's right. I understand Hove putting out messages to keep certain people, and I'm emphasizing on certain people motivated to do X, Y, and Z. Everybody can't do what Jay-Z does or did. Okay, so you can get motivated all you want. At the end of the day, you have to follow your dream. If your dream
Yes,
is
sir.
to come out with an app to help the elderly people, you got to follow that. That's in you already to do it. Follow that. You can't do what Jay-Z did. You can't come out with an ace of spades if it ain't in you to even deal with champagne. So that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I
Oh,
understand
I get
exactly what.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that part because Jay Z's only talking from a reference point of what he's done. This is what I've done coming from the music industry. I parlayed that into clothing. I parlayed that into buying the Brooklyn Nets, or I parlayed that into having Rock Nation Sports or Rock Nation, a publishing company. I built this into something different, and it's not like it's. I'm not saying that he's saying like, okay, jump into music. This is the blueprint. Jump into music and then do this and then do that. Because everybody can't rap. Everybody can't
True.
play basketball. Everybody's not LeBron James. So I can't take even basketball players are not LeBron James because if that was the case, every basketball player would be a billionaire. LeBron
Yeah.
James used his platform, used his status to build not only a basketball career, but I'm also doing movies. I also have a production company. I also my friends also they also got sports companies where they're sports agents and they always doing these things. It's about and what I think what Jay's ultimate thing is saying like, bro, use whatever platform you have to as a stepping stone to get to a better position in life, and also leave the door open for other people to understand. Like you can come through this door too. You don't have to, and you don't have to come in the same way that I came in. You can come dressed as whatever you want to come dressed as, but the door is open for you to do so. And I think that's what we need to understand. What Jay Z is saying, and I know if you look at it, I understand Jay Z's a businessman, so whatever he's doing is a marketing tool and a marketing plan for something bigger, something greater. And I'm sure we'll see that down the line. We'll be able to connect the dots in a few months or maybe a year or so. But I think he has a good, genuine message, and I think it's it's uh it's full of capitalistic values. But if that's the society and the that we're operating in because we live in a capitalistic society in the United States. He's saying like, bro, we can work within this system to get ourselves out of this, and everybody can do it. The way that I think he got bashed for making that statement about the Jews, but he was saying, listen, Jewish people banded together. They bought back their neighborhoods. They became some of the biggest people in Hollywood, some of the biggest people in the marketing or in the housing industries. And this is the way that they did it. They didn't do it the way I did it by using rap or other things. They just banded together, used whatever they had, and they became these people that we know to run Hollywood and run the housing markets. And when we think about money and people getting money, we always associate it with Jewish people because they did that, and they came from Germany or wherever they came from in those times, and they banded together, and within 30, 40 years, they're running the whole financial system.
So
So
look,
we could do that too as black people.
so listen, I'm about to close it out by saying this. The difference between black people and Jews is that Jews know how to stick together. We don't.
Together, yeah.
And until
Gotta
we
band
do,
together.
we're done. And that's the one thing I can say that Jay-Z is right about. We are cooked if we still on the same old. So listen, y'all, we gonna come right back next week and come right back to where we left off at. Make sure y'all tap in with us, give us calls, get in those comments. Till next time, y'all. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. We out of here.
Hey,
Indeed.
Get that dirt off your shoulder.
Right. Appreciate y'all, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talks with Todd.